Welcome to this special edition of Carlos and Lisa. We are calling it Mom Talk. I'm Jill Simonian, and we're going to get talking today because a lot of us say that parenting is really, really hard and that it's too much to keep up with and it's complicated. But today I'm asking, is it really that complicated? We're going to be breaking it down, cutting through all the mess, cutting through the nonsense that so many of us moms and dads are tired of dealing with. And we're going to be starting with one of my dear friends, Dr. Tanya Altmann. I want to clap for you. Pediatrician, author, founder of Calabasas Pediatrics. You're going to set us straight. We've talked about every single issue that you can think of with parenting, but you're a mom of
three boys. Teenagers down to starting kindergarten again.
So you have been there, done that, you know everything.
Yes.
Yes, okay, let's break it down to, I wanna say, the very beginning of parenthood, because my girls are still, they're 9 and 7.5 right now, but I've noticed that we have this collective fear that comes with parenting in this day and age. So many of us parents are super scared when we find out we're expecting. We're super scared of the baby. We're scared. What do I do? What do I do? Have you noticed this trend as a pediatrician? Are we scared?
So yes, I have noticed that. New parents are scared. And the reason is that generations ago, you had your mom and your grandparents and everyone around in your community. And now people are often waiting until later in their careers to have kids. They're moving away from their immediate family. They have no support. And all they see every day is all these amazing, perfect pictures of what it's like to have a baby on social media, right? So nobody posts, I'm up at 2:30 in the morning and I'm exhausted and my nipples are hurting and the baby pooped all over the place, right?
Which happens.
So it does happen. And so you see like all of these things like, oh my goodness, what if my child doesn't get into college, you know, when they're just born, and things you don't have to worry about yet. And so I'm always trying to calm the parents down in my practice and saying, let's take it one step at a time. You can do this. It's okay. People have been raising kids for hundreds of thousands of years.
It is. And the way that I have sort of come to look at it, and that I try to combat every single day, and just the way I wake up and think about things, is we seem to not want to tap into our own confidence. I think as women and mothers, I mean, you know, like think of all these moms who have gone into these high-powered careers and they're confident and they get the job done. But then for whatever reason, when there's a baby, all of a sudden that confidence diminishes, and it's like, what happens? How do you encourage moms of any age of kid to be confident?
So, you know, a lot of it's just using your instinct. You know, you can do this. It's okay. They're not breakable. Babies are very resilient. You have all your resources. You know, in my practice, it's very personal. So moms can text me and FaceTime me and email me anytime. So I'm their backup. So they're always reaching out to me when they have questions. But there's communities out there that can help you. There's so many resources today, not to scare you and make you worry that you're not going to be as perfect as they are, but to help you and support you.
Okay, oh, scary. Okay, we need to talk about scared, because one of the resources that comes to mind is Facebook, and we think, oh, it's great, there's a community, there's these groups that you can join and get support. But I think, my theory based on nothing, is that Facebook is the actual demise of a lot of the confidence that we should be feeling. You see, think of it this way. I'm going to ask you, put your doctor hat on now. A lot of parents will post medical conditions, bruises, chapped lips, rashes, you name it. They post it in these Facebook groups, and they're asking other mothers or dads for advice, and everyone chimes in. Oh my gosh, you have this disease, blah, 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 blah. Is this a problem?
So I see that because I'm on all these groups, you know, as a mom, and so I try not to be there saying, ask your pediatrician, ask your pediatrician.
But that's the right answer, ask the pediatrician.
Most of the time it is. I mean, I think in some ways, you know, I feel bad for these moms. Like, why do they have to go ask other people about this condition? Why can't they call their pediatrician? Or why can't they look it up in a reliable, accurate source? Right. So in some ways, communities are good, but at other times they get a lot of information that's not always accurate out there, and it can scare them, and they can do the wrong thing. So hopefully it's not dangerous, but sometimes it can be a little crazy, you know, put butter on that, or, you know, whatever it is.
Olive oil. I'm Armenian. I put some kind of oil on it, right? It'll work. So your recommendation, do not post medical conditions on Facebook. Can I say that?
I think that would be best, not medical conditions. Now, if you want to say, you know, I'm feeling overwhelmed today because I woke up and this child was having a tantrum and I got this one late to school, and then I, you know, had trouble, you know, I couldn't pump any milk and the baby pooped all over the place. What do you suggest? suggest I do, I think that's fine because that's where you're looking for emotional support and help. But you don't want to say, my child is having bruises popping up all over the place. What do you think I should do? Well, that could be very serious. That could be something like leukemia. You must call your doctor right away or go to the emergency room.
Okay. Doctor's orders, no medical conditions on Facebook. I like that. Here, something else to put you on the spot. Are we pushovers as parents? A lot of us who set the rules, set the bedtimes, say we're not giving smartphones, and then the rules just go away. Are we pushovers? Do you want us to toughen up?
So, I think parents today are trying so hard to be their kid's best friend. And so in some ways, you really need to be a parent. You have to set the rules. Kids will push the limits and keep pushing you. And then if they know that you're going to cave, they'll keep pushing you. So you have to at some point be the parent and say, you know what, that's it. These are the rules in the house. This is what I said. Now you can always go back at any point and change the rules. Sometimes I'll sit my kids down and say, you know what, Mommy made a mistake. After thinking about it, we're going to do it differently.
Okay.
Or you know what, I gave you social media at too early of an age, I realized, and now we're going to take it away for 6 months and see how we do.
Okay.
My kids actually don't have social media yet, but that was the first thing that popped in my head.
Thank you. Yes. Okay, good. So then answer is yes, we are pushovers.
Yes.
Really quickly, what is your biggest, because we all have fails, what is your biggest fail as a parent that you had to fix?
Well, I have 3 boys, 14, 12, and 5, and I'm not perfect. I mean, I fail all the time, and I just try to correct it and tell them about it. A few weeks ago, we were at a school play, and my husband took home the little guy, and I stayed late with the older one, and we each thought we were taking home the middle son. And then after we got home, about 20 minutes later, my cell phone went off, and I'm like, why is he calling? Luckily, he does have a cell phone for emergencies like this. And I said to my husband, isn't he upstairs asleep? And he goes, no, you were supposed to bring him home. Luckily, we live a mile from the school, and one of us went back and got him.
Okay, that makes it so many.
And the teachers and the principal were all laughing hysterically.
Yeah, Dr. Tanya Altmann. Okay, thank you so much. I love you. I adore you. You can connect with Dr. Tanya all over social media, Dr. Tanya Altmann. Thank you so much. We will be right back.